Hey everybody, it's Kelly with the Garden Whisperer. If you're unfamiliar with what I do, I design flower beds and garden beds for homeowners where they can either install it themselves or they can hire a landscaper to install it for them according to the design plan. So I am going to be going around my yard today. I'm just fed up with the deer, and I am going to be removing every single plant that they eat that has just never had the chance to either bloom or get to its full size because the stupid jerks keep eating it. I'm tired of them. I am so sick and tired of them, it's not even funny. So instead of chasing my tail constantly, and here's the thing, I get if it's for survival, okay, but not when there's a forest full of weeds that they can eat. That's not starvation, that's opportunism. They're just trying to get at whatever they possibly can, and I'm over it. So no more. I'm taking them all out so they will never get them again. Because you can go eat the weeds in the forest, not my plants. Sorry, but nope. So I'm digging everything up. That's a weed. And they're just going to go in the dump. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate and it breaks my heart, but I'm sick of it. I'm just chasing my tail. And these plants, I keep covering them. That's why this one kind of looks like a box, because it was covered with a square basket. So it breaks my heart to do this, but it is what it is, and it's got to be done. And I think what I'm going to do is either put the Russian sage over here, or I'm going to put, completely breaks my heart, or I'm going to do some lavender, because that should be highly deer resistant. And both lavender and the Russian sage like very dry soil, and this soil over here, it's got a lot of sun and it's very dry. So that's what I'm going to do, I think, because I am just tired of chasing my tail for the deer to just eat everything. Oh, look at the worms. Holy, dude, that one's huge. Look at the size of them. Whoa! I don't think they're nope, I don't see any, they're not Asian jumping worms, because I don't see the white clitellum on them. So those are good wormies. And sorry if I just messed up the camera viewing. By doing that, let's see. Can you still see? Yes, you can still see what I'm doing. Good. So that's what I'm going to do, because, and I'm also going to put, there's another worm over there. I'm also going to put, you know, kind of doing the shoveling backwards. I'm also going to be putting in, what are they called again? Foxtail lilies, because they also like very dry conditions. Look at the worms. Crazy. Oh my God, look at them. There's like tons. There's like 5 of them right there. 6. I just pulled out under these about, I don't know, 10 worms at least. What is that? That's a grub probably. All right, I don't do grubs because they're just going to eat. They're just going to eat plant roots. So I don't kill them. I will not kill a living creature, but I don't want them in my flower beds. So I put them in the forest or in the woods, and they're good to go. Dude, go over there. You're going the wrong way. You're going to get dried up and burnt from the sun. All right, next one. You have no idea how badly this breaks my heart to have to dig these up, but I'm just tired of it, you know? Think smarter, not harder, or work smarter, not harder, and we gotta use things that work against the deer. So, oh yeah, lots of worms eating all the organic matter. I am so sorry, plant. I wish I could have kept you, but it's just not even worth it at this point. Eventually this whole area is not going to have grass, but come on, Mr. Worms. Yeah, they're all over the place, these worms. Oh, I think I see an Asian jumping. But honestly though, guys, they say that they ruin your soil, but I have not once seen my plants not do well in my flower beds, for the most, aside from the deer. So I don't know if I agree with that one. But anyway, so that's the first batch that's been ripped up. And look at this, my wheelbarrow broke. Not only did a lot of the bolts fall off and disappear, but the wheel itself got a big gash in it. So I took everything apart and I'm doing it the redneck way. I just put some twine through the holes here and made it like a little handle. And I'm just gonna drag it around like that and use it until I get a new wheelbarrow. So it's all good. I think that's funny. So, and then what I could do with this, once I do get the new wheelbarrow, I can use this as like a composting bin. Why not, right? Gotta reuse and repurpose things. All right, so now I'm going over here. And you can't even really see it because they pretty much demolished it. And then the landscapers, high school kids, they do all the weed whacking for them. And I think they thought this was weeds and they just weed whacked the crap out of it. So I'm just getting rid of that. This was the salvia, the azure snow I had. Oh my God, the worm, look. All right, little dude, I'm gonna save you. Hold up. Whoops. Ah, come on. That seems to be a normal worm because he's not flipping, flopping around like a Looney Tune, like the Asian jumping worms do. Okay, so put him back in the garden. So this is going to be the next one. To be honest, I'm not even quite sure where the roots are with this one because it's so damaged. I can't even see anything. So, and that's another thing. These are salvia supposed to be deer resistant. Nope, it is not. So it's coming out. Ooh. See, I told you I'm a klutz. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. One thing, I can't see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Jeez. Can you say disaster? All right, that's better. Oh, God. Honestly, I don't even know where it is. I have no idea if there's even anything really left of it. That's crazy. I mean, I see this. That's about it. That. Worms. Yeah, see, there's the root system. But it's pretty much a goner. There's more there. So I'll crack up laughing if it comes back next year. I think I got most of it, but I don't know. It's a real shame. Oh, no, here we go. There's more root. It's more over this way, I guess. Yeah, there's more root. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm getting more of it. You can see. What a shame. Lots of worms in here. Alright, I think. Little worm. There's more. I think I got it. Alright, so that's the salvia. The deer keep getting at it, and the guys weed whacked it, so it's pretty much not going to do anything. Alright, so we're going to go on to the next. And like I said, I'm just going to put some, I think I'm going to put some, the foxtail lily all along the side there against the foundation, and I'm going to do lavender or Russian sage. And I may transplant the Russian sage that's in my front flower bed because that just keeps getting... And I'm going to be getting rid of the peony shrub as well. I'm not doing that today, though, because as you can see, they eat this too. And it does bloom in the spring, but only like 7 flowers maybe, if I'm lucky. And that could be the way that the previous owner planted it, too deep or too shallow. I don't know. And then this one, I woke up this morning and came out here. And the peony shrub, the division that I got from there, they keep chewing on this one. So I'm taking this out. I'm done. I don't want any nibbling. Or at least very minimal. So that's coming out. It's unfortunate, but I'm over it all. I'm done. Done. More worms. Look at that. Nice big root, but sorry. Bye. Not doing this anymore. So as you can see, the Russian sage here, even though it's blooming, it's all squirrely and squiggly because I think it's getting too much water, because every time I wash or water the gold cone juniper, the water runs down because it's kind of sloping and it goes into that. So I'm going to be probably transplanting that either to over here so that the water runs away from it, or I'll plant it over in the other flower bed like I just said that I took it from. So sad, but it is what it is. Now the next one is, let's go over here, dragging my wheelbarrow the redneck way. Hey, it works. All right, the lilac shrub. Now it produced foliage in the spring, and then all of a sudden went kaput because I think the deer started eating it. Oops, look at that. The peony fell out. So the lilac is coming out. It's all good because at least this has all been amended. So if I wanted to plant something here, I could. Yeah. I'm just done with whatever's not working and whatever's dead. Another one bites dust. Alright, more worms. They're just everywhere. Yeah, I think that's an Asian jumping, but I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I don't know if I really believe the whole Asian jumping thing, that it ruins your soil and doesn't give nutrients to your plants, because like I said, not one of my plants are doing bad because of worms. Basically, what's really ruining my plants are the deer. So, and some of them just don't do well. And unfortunately, I gotta show you this. I think this was my own doing. I think I killed my fir tree. Look at it. It's got all sorts of dried foliage by mistake because I decided to really edge this whole thing out and make it more circular because it was kind of funky shaped before. And I think I actually damaged some of the feeder roots, which are the fine little hair-like roots. And they say if you damage more than 25% of it, odds are the tree won't come back. And like I said, it just keeps getting browner and browner. Still has some blue on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig that up, not today. I'm going to transplant I forget what it's called, blue ice or ice blue Arizona cypress, I believe it is. Oh, it's really pretty. And that one is a fast grower. This one is not so fast. So, and I really want to get some fast trees in here, fast growing. And as you can see, the radicans, this thing has put on so much new growth. All of this up top here, from probably like here up, this is all new growth. So it's growing fast. They said this grows once it gets established 3 to 5 feet tall, or 3 to 5 feet each year. So that's pretty awesome. It's already, like I said, I just planted this in the spring and it's already getting big. So that's what I want, because I want privacy. I'm going to build a fortress of a yard with just lots of privacy. All right, so that was that. So I got the peony, I got that, the lilac. Oh, there's one more thing. The Lawson, oh, I'm going to scratch my driveway. You hear it? I love it. It's great. Hey, it's working. That's all that matters. This was the cypress I planted last year, and it just didn't really survive the winter. So, another one bites dust. That one's going to go too. And I'm realizing I think it could have been a lack of sun. And because when I tested it, it said it was like I think these are millipedes, right? I think that's a millipede. Hopefully you can see it. You see them? I think that's a millipede. They help apparently break down organic matter. So I guess he can stay. But look at all those legs. Isn't that creepy? He's going to get you. No. But he's cool. But he's creepy looking. I don't think I would let him walk on my bare skin, though. Whoa, don't. Oh, he's going too fast that he falls, you dummy. Go back. You can go back. Oh, wait. No, you have to get out of the way because I'm digging this up. All right, I'm going to put you over here. There you go. All right. Yeah, the creatures out here. Pretty crazy wild, but that is a funky looking millipede. Wasn't sure what it was the other day when I pulled it, picked it up from my other flower bed when I was planting the foxglove seedlings, because I wasn't sure what it was, and then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, because I was thinking it was a centipede or a millipede because of all the legs, but I wasn't sure. So it looks like it's a millipede. And look at this one. This just came right up. Oh, there's worms everywhere. Yeah, look at that. It's like so sad. But that's alright. I don't even know how much money I've just wasted with some of these plants. You can guarantee a couple hundred. So what I think I'm going to do... Hey, Mr. Wormy. Go over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some more of the trees that I know will do well here, that I've already used. So I think I'm going to buy another Cryptomeria, the big one, the one I told you grows 3 to 5 feet a year. I think I'm going to buy another one of that to go along that edge too for privacy. And then I think over here I may do another Alaskan cedar because it'll do okay, because this actually ended up being, I think, like part shade. But when I tested the sunlight, it had said it was like part sun. So I think it's just maybe in the spring it's part sun because the trees have not filled in yet. So I think I just really need to make sure I test everything in the actual growing season, which is like mid to late spring and then through summer, because that's really going to give you the best growing conditions and sunlight, because that's when they're mainly growing the best and the most, is that time of the month. Like mid-spring, late spring, summer, all through summer. And then you really don't need full sun when they start to go dormant in the fall. So, all good. Look at that. What a shame. Breaks my heart, but there's nothing I can do. So now I have all these open growing spots. And to be honest, guys, I think I'm going to get rid of the Brunnera. Let's see. We'll go over that way. I love it. It makes me laugh. It's fun, though. Hey, it's working. And as you can see, my barberry out here. This is called Lime Glow. It's got really cool foliage, but I think like it's kind of variegated, and then it has like limey. Now, I think in full sun, it's more full, like really lime colored. It doesn't really have the variegated foliage, and in the fall, they are supposed to turn like a bright orange. I have not really seen that yet. They turn a little bit, but I'm not sure why they haven't. It could just be because the deer, regardless, they still kind of nibble at these. So the Brunnera, look at this. They're covered because the deer will not stop eating them. And they get like, look at this. They get like a little bit of like this like brown fungusy stuff. So I think I'm just going to dump them because I'm just chasing my tail, because the deer will not stop eating them. And it's a shame because these are really pretty, but they have not been able to get to their full potential since I bought them. And there's one behind the fence here, but oh, this is going to kill me to dig this one up because this one's just pretty. But I actually like those better, but the deer eat those as well. So I think what I'm going to do is transplant those into the front of that flower bed in the spring. And then I'm just going to put a bunch of the wireless deer fence sticks around them, like a lot of them, so that the deer cannot get to them. Oh, this is going to kill me digging this up, but I have to do it. Ugh, I'm just sick and tired of having to cover things and everything looking ugly. So I am at the point where I'm just going with what works. And I'm not chasing my tail anymore. It's just too much. And if I don't cover them, I spray them, and even spraying them doesn't work. So, sorry, Brunera. Really sorry, because you're pretty plants. And here's the crazy, they are scratchy, fuzzy, like prickly leaves. And they still eat them. So out here, the deer are that psycho that they just don't. They just eat everything. Yep, more worms. That's awesome. I wanted to get to the point, I'm just going to go with what really works. So I think I'm going to get, or I may divide these, the Lenten Rose, because they don't touch them. And I'm just going to keep going. I mean, they've tried before, but they really leave them alone. So I'm just going to divide those or buy more of them. They are expensive though. Lenten Roses are like 50 bucks a pop. But if the deer don't eat them, it's definitely worth it. And the Lamium, they do great, so I'm keeping those. But yeah, so I'm going to take this other one out. Hopefully you can see that all right. Yep. This one's in better shape because this is the Garden Guardian. I don't know if you've seen him in my other video. It's a dog toy that I found in the yard from the previous owner. And I think he's the funniest thing. He's a little monster. He guards the garden. Although he doesn't do that great of a job because the deer keep eating stuff. But hey, he's still cute. So I keep him. I hate doing it. It has to be done now. So I'm just gonna, like I said, next year I'm revamping this entire flower bed. Starting now, but it's gonna get even more. And this soil has gotten so much better from what it was when I think I started digging this whole flower bed up like a foot and a half down 3 years ago. And it took like a good 2 summers to dig the whole entire thing up. I mean, it's over 300 square feet, this flower bed, so it's a decent size. And yeah, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get more of the Bowles grass. Look at how pretty those are. And these are Carex grasses also, and I'm gonna actually plant them all throughout here. And then I have my Japanese forest grass over here. I'll show you that really quick. That I actually got for free from Conifer Kingdom with one of my orders, because they'll give you free plants or trees and stuff. So it's doing great. As you can see, the variegated foliage. So I'm going to pull this up in the spring, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of that flower bed in the front. So it's similar to the Bowles grass, but it'll be like a focal point kind of right there. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And now I got to get the last little one out, even though it's under the fence. I think I could still get it. And this one I just bought not too long ago. So upsetting. And in the spring, all of these Stilby are going to get pulled because those are also a favorite of the deer. So that's going to get pulled also. And I'm going to put stuff in here that the deer do not eat, whether it's poisonous or they just don't like it. And that's it. So that's for that. Absolutely breaks my heart. Look at that. But it has to be done, like I said, because I'm just chasing my tail. And it's not even worth it at this point. I have to go with what works. And that's it. So now I can take these things. This is my old fire pit screen. And now I can just start to put some, I'm going to put the grasses in here, and I'm just going to change it all up And it's funny because this year I limbed these trees up this spring, and this snake white, the chocolate white snake root, grew really big last year. This year it's not growing as fast, but it's darker chocolate color than it was last year. So I'm not sure what's going on and why it really isn't growing fast this year, unless maybe it just needs to, like, another month and maybe it'll shoot up. I don't know, it's very weird, but last year it was huge. It was almost the size of the Sun King Aurelia. So, yeah, this whole flower bed needs to be revamped, but it's all good. Like I said, it was a catch-all trying to figure out what works. Is that a foxglove? I think that is, but I don't need one there. So it's definitely going to get revamped. Now the lamium is starting to get a little like scraggly, and that happens. So I may, and it does grow really fast and it spreads fast. So you have to kind of cut it back. And as you can see, it starts to get like in the middle of it. There's like a hole there. And then when you cut it back, it starts to produce new growth in the middle. So that is that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to keep the lamium because the deer don't eat it. Lenten roses are going to stay. The grasses are going to stay. And I'm going to the monkshood. Look at how tall those monkshood are. These are supposed to only get 4 feet. You guys, I'm like 5 feet tall and they're towering over me. And I'm going to say definitely like 7 feet. And now they're going to produce, I don't see anything yet though, but they're going to produce flowers, really pretty blue flowers in the fall. Last year they bloomed. This year so far I don't see anything just yet. Usually, unless they're just in more of like a growth stage. I don't know. I don't see any buds yet. We'll see in the next month. See what happens. But they do. Oh, is that something there? Wait, hold up. Oops. You have to be careful with these. They're really, I don't know. That doesn't look like a bud yet. They're really poisonous. So you have to just be really careful. Wear gloves, long sleeves, and try not to touch them if you don't have to. I'm going to put this in there. Let's see if I can drag this with the way it is. Alright. So it's all good. But I am going to definitely get up that peony shrub and a few more things. Can I drag it like this? Oh, it fell. Let's see. Let's get it in here a little better. That's better. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, it's a working. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I'm gonna probably, like I said, that peony shrub's gonna come up. Not deer resistant really, they always eat it. It does get to bloom though, but not much. I don't want to drag this through the pathway, so I think I'm going to go around. That is it. So if you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in hiring my design services, you can reach me at www.the-garden-whisperer.com. Until next time, guys, happy gardening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.